What's up, everybody? It's Big Ralph TV, and I'm back with more coverage of my new Google Pixel Fold. And this time, I kind of wanted to do a bit of a comparison directly with my Samsung Z Fold 4. All right. Now, my Z Fold 4 is on its way out the door. I mentioned that in the last video. This one is about to be returned to Google, or not returned, but traded into Google as a part of my purchase for the Z Fold here. All right, so this one's about to go away. I actually got the trade-in kit today, so this one's headed out the door. All right, but let me say, I got this when it first launched. I got this Z Fold 4 when it first launched, and it has done me well. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna get on here and make a video and make it seem like, oh, this is just terrible, this has been a horrible experience. No, the experience here, there's a lot of fingerprints, but the experience here has been great overall. It has been a great device. Updates on time every month. Like if I go here, where is it? It's hard to see it behind the camera. But if I go here and go to our software updates, I have the June update on here. Like the June Android security patch. Look, security patch level June 1st. So everything has been up to date. The phone runs smoothly. Can't complain too much about this device, man. It feels good in the hands with or without the case. I have a screen protector on there. But man, I like the way that it functions. One major thing that I like about this phone in particular over the Pixel is the ability to have multiple different home screens, and that everything that functions on one home screen isn't the same on the next. I do like that over the Google Pixel. That is one glaring thing that I like on this one better. But I was always cramped. Like, let me see here. Let me go to Google. Let me see. What I got over here? I don't want to open up the phone and it's like filth or something on there. Not that there would be filth on my screen, but look, me trying to type, I don't have the biggest hands in the world. I know I'm a big individual. I'm 6'3", but my hands aren't that of an NBA player or anything like that. But it's really cramped trying to type on this device, and I always find myself accidentally hitting the period, or accidentally hitting the delete button when I'm trying to hit the M, or little things like that. So it's always been a cramped feeling on this keyboard, man, which forces you to open up the larger keyboard and the larger screen and use the inside screen more. And I think that's where these two phones differ, is that on the Z Fold, I'm forced to use the inside screen because the outside screen is too small. Whereas on the Pixel Fold, I find myself using, so far, I've only had it since Tuesday, so I find myself using the outer screen more because it's so comfortable. It's like a regular screen phone. And I find myself using this more than opening it up and typing from here. All right. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Like, it's cool. But this phone is so comfortable out here that you're not going to feel like you need to open it up as much. You're just going to be comfortable. Boom, 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 boom. Typing from there. All right. Fingerprint scanner on both is pretty awesome. I will agree with the likes of Flossie Carter and some others, where Google just needs to flip these around. It would just make things a lot easier if you put the volume up and down at the top and the power button at the bottom, just like Samsung's is. I think Google needs to switch that. I'm sure they're the only ones that are doing it like this now. I know if you use a Pixel for a while, which, I was using a Pixel 7 Pro and a Pixel 6 Pro for a while, and numerous Pixels and Nexus phones before that, but somebody's got to switch. Somebody's got to switch these two things around. Like, this should be standard across all Android devices where the power buttons are. Just a minor nuance. And I'm sure once this is out of here and I'm using this more often, then it'll become muscle memory again. But that's a complaint. That's a minor complaint. You look on the back here. Now, what I will say, so far, the Google Pixel camera is better than the Z Fold's camera. It's much better. That 5x zoom is better than the zoom on the Z Fold. It's just not good, man. And that's probably about the only blemish that this phone has. Video quality on the Z Fold is great. Normal, kind of closer pictures, great. But when you try to zoom in on something that's a little bit further away, like when I went to WrestleMania and tried to get some pictures of Snoop Dogg in the ring, it was bad. Like, I couldn't get it because, we were a little further away and I couldn't do it. But at the time, I had my Google Pixel 7 Pro and I used the zoom on that and got the shot. So it's just, they need to work on a little bit better of a zoom on this phone as opposed to this phone. That's one thing that Samsung can improve on. Another thing that I was noticing today, and I'm going to be quiet for a minute. I don't want you guys to hear this. You hear that? You hear that sound that this phone makes when you open it up? It's like something is scraping on inside. I know the Z Fold has the brushes on the inside that helps keep debris and everything out of the phone, but when you open it up, you can hear that, right? Every single time. And I know what it is, but it don't sound good. It sounds like something is wrong underneath there, and it's not. But look, when you open this one up, nothing. Look. Nothing. No sound at all. Such a smooth sound when you open this up. And it is just like that of the Microsoft Surface Duo. That's what the feeling of opening it up reminds me of. I never had the Surface Duo 2, but I did have the Surface Duo 1 at one point. And when you would open it up, it felt like this. Even the bumper case here kind of feels like, not the bumper case, but the case that's on this feels like the bumper case that was on the Microsoft Surface Duo. The hinge, if you look at the hinge, especially on the inside here, the top and the bottom portion here, that is just like that of the Surface Duos. All right, Microsoft should have went with this profile here. It would have been a win. I will say that on the inside here, the inside screen, let me turn the screen off. The screen protector that is on the inside there, it's not all the way flush to the bezel there. It's like a little bit of a gap. You can see it at the top there. You see that there's a little bit of a gap there at the top, a little bit of a gap there at the bottom. That's one thing here that makes me just a little bit uncomfortable with this Pixel phone here, is that there's just that much space for something to hit or something to get it stuck in there and mess the device up. So that's a concern for me. But I will say that that's not something that I ever worried about on this phone here. Let me turn that off. Man, so opens up so quick. Well, it does have a slight gap there. I guess I've never really paid attention to it. I've always used it, but there is a very small space there at the top of the Z Fold. I almost said the Surface Duo, but it's almost, I guess they are the same in that part. They are the same. So maybe I shouldn't be concerned at all. It's just something I was looking at as I was opening and closing the Pixel earlier is, man, there's that little bit of space. But if you look closely, both phones have that little bit of space in between. Huh. But I've never worried about anything getting in here. I always have a little microfiber cloth, or even over here right now, I have a towel underneath this, not a towel, but a little wipe here that I can wipe them down with if, there's a little dust or fingerprint or anything on here. I can just wipe it down real quick and go on about my business. And I've never had any screen issues here. Never have had any screen issues on the Z Fold. It's been a great experience other than trying to consistently text on this screen. And I've had different cases on here. I have the Poetic cases that are a lot thicker, but I wound up going back to this one just because it helps with the width. Like, those Poetic cases are great for durability and protecting the phone, but this one is best for the texting on it. And I do like that there's a kickstand here on this case. Advantage Samsung for having their own brand case having, the kickstand. That would come in clutch right now on here when I'm sitting at work and I want to check out a YouTube video while I'm working. But what the Pixel has that's better is the tent mode. You fold it down there and boom, I'm watching video and that screen looks better than this screen. You can do the same tent mode here and you can do the same thing turning it up like that on both, but this screen is better watching videos than this. Let me go to one of my videos on my channel so we can see. But it just looks a lot better. My channel, and then videos, and let's go to the tablet picture video there. So look at the video here. Boom. And then let me bring up a video on the Pixel. It just look how the screen is there. Even if you spread it out, it cuts my head off there. It's not the same on this one. And here we are. And we go to that. Look at the standard video. Let me go back to normal here. Look at the standard video. Look how it looks here and look how it looks there. Let me turn my volume down. Look at the difference in quality of the videos. The Pixel is better. Look at that. All right, I would much rather watch a video on the Pixel as opposed to the Z Fold here. All right. Now, one thing I'm most definitely gonna knock the Z Fold for is the battery life. Like, in the beginning, when I first got this phone, I felt like the battery life wasn't too bad. But lately, like, the day that this Pixel came, I barely made it to lunch. Like, it was noon when I had 28% left on the Z Fold. Noon. Like, what kind of battery life is that? So far, I've been getting close to like 60-65% around that same time on this phone. So I'm not saying that the battery life is that much better or if it's amazing or anything, but getting to noon and only having 28%, like, come on, man, like, that ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work for me here. So hopefully the battery life on this, I know I'm still in, the learning phase of the Pixel, and it takes about a week or so before it figures out your routines, but so far I think the Pixel has a slight edge in battery life. I would give it a slight edge. Neither of them are the battery life on the the S23 Ultra that I'm filming with here, but pretty good on the Pixel so far. Here it is, 10:24 at night, 19%. I haven't been using this one all day. I just powered it on to shoot this video, but it's at 77%. So here's that. This is what I've been using all day. So this is the box to send off my trusty old Z Fold 4, and here it is. I gotta send it back, send it into Google, send it on into Google so I can get my $900 trade in, which for me, that's a good amount. That's a good amount because I did not pay the full price on this Z Fold 4 when I got it. I got military discount, and I traded in an old Samsung A21 that was just sitting here for a year. I traded that in and got like $400 off. So I think I got this initially for $1,400, used it for 9 months, and getting $900 back. That seems to work out for me. I feel like that's a pretty good trade. That's a pretty good trade. And the fact that I sold my Pixel 7 Pro, which could also go to the cost of this, like, I'm winning. But at the same time, I did kind of use that Pixel 7 Pro money to buy this Z Fold 4 here. So disregard that part. But getting $900 back off of $1,400, that ain't too bad after almost a year of use, because Android devices drop down in price pretty drastically. So I feel like that was kind of a win. My initial plan was to keep both foldables, but to sell the Pixel 7 Pro and use that money towards the cost of this. But yeah, man, $900, that's hard to pass on, man. It's hard to pass on. So goodbye, old friend. This is the end for you. I'll probably ship you out sometime tomorrow or Monday, but time to send you off. It's time for a new dominant foldable in the house, and the Pixel Fold is gonna be that foldable for me. It just, only after 3 days, it already feels better. 4 days, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 4 days. This already feels better to me than this. The software, maybe not. I know that Samsung is a seasoned vet, and they've been doing the foldables for years. Say, for example, I open up Facebook, and here we are, full screen. Full screen. All right, everything is everything here. Full screen. Even, let's go back to Facebook again. Turn that sumbitch sideways, it's still full screen. Either way, full screen. All right, but then you come over here and open up the Pixel, go to the same thing. Where's Facebook? Right there. Open up Facebook, and it's not full screen. You got to tap to come to the side. But then if you go this way, full screen. And that's not a hard thing to do, man. I know people are like, well, there's an extra step that you got to take, and full screen. But if you turn it that way, it's full screen. So that's not too big of an issue. I do like that if I wanted to open up Facebook, boom, and then say I wanted to go elsewhere, let me, boom, and then split and then open, what do I want to open? Boom. Now I got YouTube Studio open on one side, and I got is that Drake? Is that young Drake right there? That is young Drake. Anyway, now I got Facebook on one side, YouTube Studio on the other side, man. So can't really complain about that. Then on this one, open them up. Open it up. Sure, you can do it over here too. Boom. Hit that. Oh, I'm fumbling. Open up that. Hit that. Open in split screen. And then let's open up YouTube over here. And it's the same thing. All right. It's the same thing. But the difference is, if I say, you know what, let me click it over here, let me do something, I'm gonna go home over here. No, let me go back. Once you click back over here, it does that. Like, your actions aren't just for the one side. You know what I mean? So it's better on the Pixel as it relates to that. But anyway, I'm kind of rambling right now, so let me go ahead and wrap this up before this video becomes the Snyder cut version of my comparison. But I did want to let you all know that, you know, it's been a good run, Z Fold 4. It has been a very good run. I appreciate my time with you. You have held it down. You've gone on trips with me. You stayed home for a couple trips as well, but you served your purpose, all right? Your video capability has been outstanding, but all good things must come to an end. I will now be having my Samsung needs fulfilled by the S23 Ultra here, and my foldable needs are now Team Pixel. All right, so thank you for your services, but you are now relieved of duty. Put you to the side, and Team Pixel. Yes. This is where I belong. This is where I belong. By the way, this is my wife. This is my beautiful wife, Jacqueline here. This is who is on all of my home screens. In case you all were wondering, like, who is this woman on his phone screen? That's my wife there. All right. But anyway, man, just wanted to bring you all a quick update video, what I was thinking, a little comparison between the two devices. I prefer this method, this landscape, the feeling of the Pixel Fold in comparison to that of the Z Fold 4. I don't think I'll be back with the Z Fold 5. I can't see myself spending that much money, especially with the rumors being that it's coming next month. So I can't see myself spending that much money that quickly, especially while I'm sitting here with the best of the best. So I don't think so. I am excited to see what OnePlus is going to do, because their foldable seems to be on the way as well. And I am still hoping that Microsoft brings out a Surface Duo 3, but I'm not holding my breath on that one. But that's going to do it for this one. Thumbs up if you like this video. Subscribe if you have not already. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for subscribing. I truly appreciate it. More content is on the way, and I'll holler at you all in the next video. Peace.